Hey gang, what's going on? Good evening, everybody. Good evening, Ms. Roy. Good evening, Arcane. Good evening, R. Dominic. Good evening, one and all. Happy Tuesday. I hope you're all doing well. I'm doing lovely. I've had a quite nice, quite satisfying day tonight. Good evening, Darren. No, pizza rolls are a good choice. I agree. I did not have pizza rolls tonight. I had delicious beef stew that my wife concocted, and that was quite nice. And I have a lovely drink. Same drink as last night because I enjoyed it so much. So, good evening, Deep Thought. Good to see you. Good stuff. Good stuff. Yes, it's been a good day. I hope you've had a good day. After getting all my important stuff out of the way, like jogging and job searching, I played a bunch of Foundation. I fixed my castle town. My castle town is now awesome. It is surrounded by a full kilometer of walls, which actually caused a bit of a building apocalypse because of the way like housing upgrades work in that game. But it's fine. Everything worked out, and everything is just humming along perfectly fine. Good evening, Bulwark. Good to see you. And Lodro High and Le Retro Spiso. Hi, everybody. Good to see you. Want beef stroganoff? Beef stroganoff is very good. My wife makes super good beef stroganoff as well. Good evening, all you wrathful and righteous people. Do you recommend pizza? It's been a long time. It's been a long time since I last had pizza rolls. And it's one of those things that I think about every once in a while. Not... There are some snacks that I had, like, as a kid, as a youth, that I sometimes look back on fondly. Pizza rolls is one of them. French bread pizzas, little personal pan, like Red Baron pizzas. Not Hot Pockets. I did actually try Hot Pockets again in adulthood, and they made me quite sick, actually. So probably not ever gonna revisit that one. Got to run some Warhammer Fantasy. The Elf Wizard is halfway to earning her first Insanity. Excellent. Excellent. Very suitable. You've done several editions, never gotten to play Warhammer Fantasy. Oh. Hot Pockets or Hot Garbo. Now as you're an adult, you can eat all the junk food you want. It's true. It's true. The challenge, of course, is not doing that. Because with the responsibility of old age also comes the frailty and instability of all my biological systems. I need to... Now that I can do whatever I want, I have to be much more careful not to do whatever I want. Haven't had pizza rolls. Do you like pizza pucks? Place that made them close years ago. Pizza... I have never heard of pizza pucks. I assume they're small pizza discs. My question would be, are they enclosed? Are they like a little pocket, like a round pocket? Or are they just like small discs of pizza? Or am I totally off base here? I'm used to being way off base, so I can accept any of these answers. They stopped carrying the barbecue beef Hot Pockets, the only really good kind, sadly. I always ate... I used to eat the pizza ones. The cheese pizza, pepperoni pizza, sometimes like sausage and pepperoni. And then they had cheeseburger Hot Pockets that I would eat from time to time. I remember looking back on those fondly. But then years later, when I was experimenting with Bisquick, I think Bisquick had a recipe right on the box for like basically cheeseburger pocket things. And they were way better. So I just make my own. I actually haven't used Bisquick in a long time now that I think about it. Like the pepperoni pizza Hot Pocket, I imagine it's kind of shit now. That was the one I had last and it made me sick. So. Make a square pizza dough, top as you like, roll the square, and slice it with a cinnamon roll. Set the Oh, that sounds super good. I like that. I like that pizza puck. We should actually do that at home. I actually have frozen pizza dough in the freezer right now. Now I make a Bisquick Impossible Pie thing. Dude, I bet that'd be so good. Yeah, I do look back on my Bisquick phase quite fondly. I made little cheeseburger pockets I made little meat pies. I, of course, made normal biscuits and gravy, but yeah. Puff pastry is the way to go. Put whatever you want in it. Sloppy Joe cheddar cheese pickle relish. Damn, that sounds intensely flavorful. Good evening, cute T-Goat. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Okay, before I get too distracted, actually, I'm going to shock you all. I'm going to shock the world. Boom! Loading into the game. Since doing everything in this game takes a lot of time, I'm gonna try to actively cut down on the chatter at the beginning of the stream, just so I have more actual Wrath of the Righteous time. Because we spent the entirety of last night almost completely clearing the market square. So I feel like we're gonna need more time than that, so. I know, it's crazy, but desperate times call for desperate measures. Good evening, Alceris. Good to see you. Negus and Bisquick just to make pancakes. They do make really good pancakes. I'm not, bear in mind, I am not cutting off our rambling at all. We may absolutely continue to ramble. I'm just gonna like do some stuff while we do that. Like, my dude is all busted up. And I don't know if I can actually see the rest of my team at the moment. But yeah, everybody's in terrible goddamn shape. So at the very least, we need a rest. Did you beat the Brimarack encounter? Yes, I did. I loaded back into it. I actually used some buffs and stuff, and it got me through without everybody dying. So the only thing I didn't do back in the, on that note, time to leave for a dog walk. Perfect timing. The only thing that I didn't do in Market Square was the Temple of, the Temple of whatever. I didn't actually go in there. Where did Sela go? She fell off the end here. She's there. I don't know how they have this sorted. Desna. I almost said Cessna. The Temple of Private Airplanes. So yeah, I'm gonna rest up. I'm gonna restock. I think there's a quest we can follow up on here. Yeah, Sela's reunion with Janna. I think we're gonna get drunk. It's gonna be great. But yeah, schedule reminder. Tonight's Wrath of the Righteous. Democratic playthrough. So if you want to keep watching, you gotta vote. If you don't want to keep watching, you gotta vote. You gotta vote. Chat, just fucking vote, man. It's not that hard. Vote your conscience. Do what you will. Do what you must. So depending on the vote, tomorrow night will be Wrath of the Righteous or something else. I don't know. But y'all have the power. Y'all are deciding exactly how long we play Wrath of the Righteous for. I'm not going to cut this vote at any point. We are going to play until y'all get tired of it. Thursday is the Power Hours starting February 1995. Should be playing Mega Man X2 that night. Power Hours will continue on Saturday. Friday is the March Community Night. We're going to be playing Steam games that I've owned for ages and haven't actually gotten around to playing. We have a dozen of them queued up so far. All of them look very promising, so it should be a good night indeed. You abstained. Get out! I thought you were walking a dog. Come on. If you're not going to vote, walk your poor dog. So at the beginning of this, to test out GeForce on my Chromebook. Had a good time. They only give you an hour of playtime at once for free, though. All right. To the tavern. I guess party first and then save. Guess I don't get a choice. Personally, I couldn't play this game without mods to make it stop breaking the damn rules. Having never played tabletop Pathfinder in my life, obviously I have no reference from which to care. So, and if they made, as far as I'm concerned, if they made a good game out of it, I don't really care what they did. Shuzan, see you later. Defender's Heart greets you with unexpected liveliness. Beyond the walls of the tavern, the once bustling and festive city lies in ruins, but somehow none of that can be felt within these walls. The people in the room are talking, laughing, raising toasts, even softly singing. It doesn't look like the typical tavern revelry, but nor is it the grim vigilance of recent days. Sela waves to you. She is sitting at the table with the trio you met previously, the knight, the half-elf, and the red-headed halfling. Dolok, come! Let me properly introduce you to Elan, Jana, and Curl, the fearless warriors of the League of the Inspiring Cart. It's because it's too hard to remember all the rules and do everything else a GM does. Okay, I do want to say this, since this is the direction that the conversation is taken. My tabletop RP days are long behind me. I haven't done any tabletop gaming since, oh god, it's been at least like 15 years. But in my experience, all of my tabletop role playing, the enjoyment was inversely proportional to how closely we adhered to the rules. The more the GM used the rules in the source book as a suggestion or guidelines, the more fun we had. So my personal stance is that it is folly to take RP rules like strictly seriously. I think if you want to enjoy yourself, if you want to have a good time, then it's there to get you started on the path. Sounds like you're playing a game with shitty rules. No, I was just playing a game with really cool people. Yeah, if you want to enjoy it to the fullest, like, you never let the rules get in the way of that. And I think what would happen in a lot of cases, the GMs would just get ideas for streamlining things or bending things more in the direction that the game was going, and we had a lot of fun with that. What was the RPG? I'll tell you if you promise not to automatically knee-jerk about how shitty the rules must be. Because you've kind of teed that up. Reminds me of my fire godlike flaming fist monk roundhouse kicking everyone in the face. It was such a fun character to play. There's a couple things actually. When I was doing tabletop role playing, we were doing like 2nd edition White Wolf games. We were doing 7th Sea. We were doing Aberrant. I feel like there was something else. Ars Magica? Was that a game? We tried a lot of different stuff back in college and post-college. Ars Magica is a game. Okay, so I definitely played that one. Never even heard of any of those. Just don't see the point in playing a game if you're not going to engage with the rules. Freeform RP is fine when I'm playing a game. I also want to play the game. I mean, we were engaging with the rules. We were engaging with the rules that we wanted, you know? I don't see... I'm trying to figure out how I can explain this in terms you might understand. I don't think he's saying that rules aren't important, just that sometimes you gotta break them for your table if they make for a less enjoyable experience. I mean, I'll give you a very basic example. When we were playing we're playing Mage and Werewolf, the like 2nd edition White Wolf system used just like a stupid amount of D10s, right? Like, and there were all these separate roles for like, oh God, for like attempting an action and then counting successes and rolling crits and all this other bullshit, right? We boiled the system down. Yeah, Mage, White Wolf. Yeah, we played Mage, we played Werewolf. We tried the one where you're like fucking ghosts or whatever. Yeah, we played all of those. But at the core at the core of that, Vampire. Oh my God, yes, Vampire. Vampire is like the big one. Yeah, we had a long-running Vampire game too. But at the core of it, you have attributes and you have abilities. And they were on a 5-point scale. And we had a Changeling game going, but I didn't join that one. So we got sick of all the dice rolling in it, and we eventually just boiled it down to, like, we inverted the system. Like, you were supposed to add up your governing attribute and ability, and roll that many dice, and then the game master would give a difficulty, and you had to count up how many dice rolled over that. We got tired of doing that. So eventually we just got to the point where we would add them together, we get that many dice, we would, what was it? No, we streamlined it further than that. Yeah, we inverted it. You would add up, for us, you would add up your attribute and your ability, and you'd roll 1d10, and instead of trying to roll high, you would try to roll under your total. It was a very linear system. But it streamlined all the dice rolling and made combat go really fucking fast. And it also put more emphasis on the storytelling aspect of it. Because our issue was, we had so many situations where one of us would come up with this like grand elaborate plan for something that we wanted to do, and according to the strict rules, like the dice would always get in the way of that. So we streamlined the system so we could focus more on doing the things that we wanted to do and letting the story go in the direction that the GM wanted to tell it, rather than trying to struggle against the dice the whole time. Both in terms of time and in terms of just making the stats work the way they were supposed to work. So we did eventually do a diceless Aberrant game. Like doing that with our White Wolf games did eventually inspire one of our GMs to want to try a fully diceless game, and that was really fun. That was really, really fun. Highly recommend Onyx Pass stuff. You can recommend whatever you want. I'm not sure I'm ever gonna do tabletop RP again. I don't think I have time. Like it has been ages since I last did any tabletop RP, and if I was gonna take the time to do something like that, I would probably do something else. Fading Suns is that kind of system, pretty much. Add your scores and roll under on a D20 instead of D10. Yeah. How do you play diceless? Just storytelling. Just storytelling. Like, you would still have a stat sheet. But the stat sheet was just a guideline for what your character could do. So, in combat, you would describe what you wanted to do, and the GM would consider your plan and your stats against the plan and the stats that they had on their end for the adversaries, and they would tell the story in the direction they thought would be the most interesting. So, and it worked out really well. I mean, obviously, almost wholly dependent on the quality of your GM. And also heavily dependent on the quality of your players. But again, it was our group. We had we had absolutely no like stuffy hardcore rules lawyers in our group. Nobody was interested in that, so it worked for us. But I'm sure we're very much the minority when it comes to these things. So, and this is also ages ago, so I have no idea how tabletop RP has evolved over the last decade and a half. So. Anyway, Seal has been waiting very patiently on me here. Pushes a mug of beer towards you and speaks softly. It was me who convinced Irabeth to use what Janna, Curl, and Ilan found for a little party. If you look out the window, you might think the end times have come and the abyss has devoured us all. I've thought some simple pleasures, good food and good company, could help keep the gloom at bay. Just gauging our reaction. We have good, lawful, chaotic, evil, and whatever reactions. Develop a bunch of weird directions. Can't say I'm terribly surprised. All right, good, lawful, chaotic. I prefer chaotic. Have I ever turned down merrymaking and good company? Ha! Let's raise our mugs, my friends. Wait, I'm not ready for another toast yet. It's not every day I drink with paladins, knights, and sword lords. Who the fuck is a sword lord? Aldori's sword lords arose when the famed swordsman Baron Sirin Aldori agreed to train a select group of pupils in dueling techniques. They ruled Rossland for generations, each as prickly and impulsive as the Order's founder. They are considered to be some of the finest sword fighters in the ERC region. They are also obsessed with personal standing and honor. Sounds boring. Just got my copy of The Far Roofs and really want to read it. Love Jenna Moran's RPGs are on my will probably never get to playlist though. One of the sword lords. Oh God, you're right. I've forgotten about that. Yeah, I did play. Yeah, I played through the tutorial of Kingmaker and a little bit past that. But yeah. Hey, we're just gonna sit here with grim faces. I say we get to know each other a little better, so we have better reasons to toast. Let's just go through it. Tell me about you and your order, Ilan. Stories go, it's not very entertaining. I was born far to the south in Andoran. Lost my parents early, lived the life of a simple mercenary, often questioned the path I'd chosen. Proud of my sword skills, enjoyed training and drills, not afraid of battle. Risking my life for coin takes a special mindset to choose that lot with no regrets. You have to want to risk your blood. I saw too many of my friends die and I wondered if it was worth it. So in the end, I decided to choose another path. Now I'm gonna lay down my life, but at least it'll be for a good cause. That's how I ended up in Mendev and became a squire for the Houndhearts. It's a small order. By tradition, it never has more than 12 members. A new member is only knighted after one of the elders dies. We patrol the lands along the Wardstone line and provide aid to travelers and settlers. Unfortunately, death is common among the Houndhearts. I became a full knight 2 years ago after laying my mentor to rest, but I'm content with my choice. My place is among the Crusaders. Well, it's good to have purpose. Andoran is totally not the successful revolution against the evil empire. Pathfinder First Edition is one of your two favorite tier TTRPG systems. Well, now you gotta tell me what the other one is. Except it is. I've been serving the Eagle Watch for long, Janna. Signed up 4 days before the demon attack. Am I lucky or what? Dragon Ball Universe, interesting. I always wonder about licensed RPG systems. You know, I wonder. Kind of in the same vein as like licensed video games. It's not licensed as fan creation. Well, never mind that. Never mind then. Okay, so my next question is there a licensed Dragon Ball RP game? I'm guessing probably not. The Leverage RPG is lauded as a great system. Anyone needs another person for their RPG campaign, I'm interested. I'm only curious about the licensed Megami Tensei RPG coming out soon. An apprentice of a famous fencing master from Mivon, one of the more stable of the River Kingdoms, began as a refuge for the Aldori sword lords who fled Rossland during the rule of Coral the Conqueror. Many sword lords settled there in Mivon, bringing with them experience. To earn the right to stay, the applicant must pass a series of increasingly difficult duels. Yikes. Learned a thing or two from him, believe me. I soon got bored of fighting off bandits and getting involved in petty squabbles of the bickering River Kingdoms. I want a proper challenge. You can't find a better place than Mendev. What do you know? The moment I arrived, the demonic invasion began. My father would say that's no accident. Fate brought me here. Alright, what about you, Curl? Megaton was out already, at least in PDF form, unless there's another one. I just did what everyone else was doing. I grew up in the slums where everyone stole a little or maybe smuggled or guarded stashes. But I never killed anybody. I never did anything really bad. Got caught stealing when they made me choose between prison and the condemned. Well, of course, I didn't want to go to prison. Not that good of a fighter, but as Norgorber is my witness, a thief can also be useful in war against demons. Always been a good scout. Sneak under the nose of any monster. Literally, I suppose. I don't know where my friends are now. We got separated when the demons rampaged through the city. Chin up, friend. Whoever you were in the past, you're a friend now and a crusader. Your skills will be useful to us. You'll see. Apparently, fan translation of the book that does the setting of SMT2 for the Megaton RPG, which cyberpunks it the fuck up. How do y'all know Sela? Met my noble sister on the road to Canabras. I was returning from the south from my fiancé and was happy to be in the company of a paladin of Iomade. Said our farewells to the city gates, and I went north along the road to Dresden to my order's camp. Demons attacked us. At the same time, they struck Canabras, but we managed to fight them off, hurried to the city's aid, and joined forces with the Eagle Watch. All my fellow Hound Hearts were wounded, and the last knight of my order can still fight. Every loyal heart counts these days. I met Sela at a tavern in Canabras before the attack, of course. She was one of the few who would sit and table with the condemned. Knights usually don't even look at us, but Sela is different. I knew at the moment I saw her. So it made me notice Sela too, so I sat down and talked to her. I never understood why everyone treated the condemned so horribly, and I still don't. Our Curl is a great lad, so after that night, Sela and I went round to taverns together every day. Mendev is an amazing place. People from all over the world come here for glory, redemption, or to help those in trouble. And they always find each other. This might be the best place in the world to find like-minded people and friends. That was a toast, in case you didn't notice. Did you call me over just cuz, or something the matter? I didn't just want to talk about today's celebration. You see, Ilan is in trouble. I want to help him. I don't know anyone else in the city I can turn to. His fellow knights were all wounded in battle. Bad idea, sister. I told you. I don't want to bother anyone else with my problems. I need to handle them on my own. Oh, come on. Hiding your sadness from your friends is no way to live. Curl is right. Dolok helped me find you. Without his help, I'd still be looking for you all over Canabras. So, Elon, come on. Stop being so stubborn. Tell me more. In all truth, I do not wish to impose. My problems are just minor troubles. The paladin of Iomade and her friends certainly have more important things to do. Oh, I love side quests. Shut the fuck up. Learn anything in life is that there's nothing minor about good and evil. Take the three of you, for example. It seems like all you ever did was save one cart from some lesser demons. Look how many people are happy now. That feat will never be sung of in songs, but who knows? Maybe thanks to this one joyous hour of peace and rest, the defenders of Canabras will find the strength to protect the city. I talk too much, don't I? Well, Sir Ilan, I want to help you, and my reputation as a holy warrior of Iomade won't suffer if it's more of a minor adventure than a glorious feat. I love minor adventures. Alright, I'll explain. Life of Crusaders gave me more than just a purpose and chance to serve a righteous cause. When I abandoned the life of mercenary and came to Mendev, I gained something else I never expected. It's here that I met, may all the ladies here forgive me, the finest girl in all the world. It's a miracle she found any love in her own heart for a bungler like me. I'm not about to let this miracle go. Not even the demon lord Discari and all his demon army can stand in my way. That's the spirit, lad. Luckily, my beloved is now safely away from Canabras. For half a year, I've been getting up my courage to propose to her. I even ordered a ring from Derek Sunhammer, the best jeweler in Mendev. Independent nightly orders of mostly off donations, not what you'd call rich. So I want to make Kiana happy. It took me 3 months to find a jewel the same shade of her eyes. Okay, I get it. I lost the ring during the demon attack. I'll probably never find a worthy replacement. The ring is most likely still at the Hound Hearts camp outside the city. Ilan and his friends didn't have time to pack up their camp. First the demons ambush them, and then they run off to help Canabras. What can we run into at this camp? Friends and I killed 2 large demons attacking the camp that rode straight to the city without spending more time cleaning up the rest of their band. There's only a few imps, but they might still be at the camp. Yeah, I'll help. Sounds good, man. Ilan is a good man and a true knight, and I think the world should repay those who are so devoted to doing good. Let's help him so he can propose to his beloved the way he wanted. All right, cool. Sela, I hope you can convince Irabeth to let me go with you when you do this. I don't want to be parted from my friends. Of course, the League of the Inspiring Card has come together in this dark hour and must continue onward together. All right, cool. New quest got. All right, before I do anything else, I want to rest. That's a personal chest, but we'll deal with that later. All right, real quick, let's make a new save for tonight. Sure. Okay. Sure. I'm gonna rest for what the fuck? I'm gonna rest for almost 3 days? What are these buttons for? How would you rest for 18 hours? Wordstone, mind get a look at the thing, maybe take a little piece. Only the best of intentions, yeah, of course. Could go for a nice 3-day rest. What's going on here? Dummy, it's not. Oh, they're having a conversation here. Deluxe Trenchfoot takes time to mend. Dummy, it's not just an artifact, it's a divine gift. You know who put it here in Canabras? The hand of the inheritor, that's who. The herald of Iomade and general of the armies of heaven. So I don't think a toe rag like you can improve it. Very low level. Healing everyone up even with magic's gonna take time. You just don't have the spells or powers for it. So I did poke around a little bit between streams, specifically to look into like early game heal. Well, I seem to be fine. Everyone is fine. What the fuck, man? Why the hell do they want me sleeping for 3 days? Everyone's a toe rag in this story. Well, Jesus Christ. Does Dolok have stat damage? Not anymore. It was that red icon here, and he seems to be fine now. At least I don't see anything. Anyway. I got a whole bunch of crap to sell. I have no idea why I want you to sleep that long. Maybe it was the weekend. Okay, this guy has potions. Somebody has scrolls. Who was that? I think it was some magically inclined person over here somewhere. Was it this dude? Show me the scrolls you're selling. There we go. Okay, so one of the tips I saw online is that early game scrolls are cheaper and lighter sources of healing than potions. So if you want to go, if you should go with those first. Got some neat stuff. Pretty excited to get your Karen 2nd edition box set in the mail sometime sooner. What's all this crap? You need a psychiatrist in the world where you have a scroll of remove. God, I know. Oh my god, I would... If magic was real, I would have spent like half my life studying to be a wizard just so I could use that. Scroll half the cost anyone can drink potions. So as long as we have somebody alive and well in the party who can read scrolls, we should be fine. Also, there's not as many scrolls as there are potions, so. And honestly, I'll probably just take everything. Surprised this guy is so well stocked with scrolls of raised dead. You would think those would be in really high demand in a city on the edge of the apocalypse. Like sell your assortment of spare organs. Alright, well, first of all... Oh, God. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted. Okay, I'll take your light and moderate wounds. Oh no, that's not what I wanted. Where'd my inventory go? Natural healing is slow. You 1 HP level per night's rest. Supplement that with spells. You don't actually have that many spells you use yet on healing. It looked like most of your party needed it. Yeah. Well, whatever the case, we're okay now. Let's see. Oh, wait, there's that button for all the junk we don't actually need. Okay. Chopped healing down from about a week to that 3 days. You don't have the means to make it even faster. What's the pretty shell? What, this one? It's a shining shell. That's what it is. Okay, let me start with that. And then... Okay, I did get some useful stuff here. That some people might want. Okay, so I have... half plate, heavy armor. I think only you wear heavy armor. Yes, good. You wear that hide medium. Class 5. You don't wear armor. You don't, not you, not you. You can wear this. I can wear heavy armor? Yes, that's right, I can wear heavy armor. This is Nenia, I missed the new party member. Oh, she's, Yeah, this happened right at the end of the night on the way back to Defender's Heart. We ran across this lady who just, like, she strolled up to a bunch of Baphomet cultists and started quizzing them on stuff about their deity. And they were a bunch of idiots who couldn't answer her questions. So she damaged their confidence in themselves so bad, one of them just up and quit, and we had to kill the other two, I think. But then she quizzed us on stuff about the crusade, and we passed her test, and we agreed to be her research assistant. She is a... what the Christ is she? She's a wizard scroll savant. Line between fascination and obsession cannot be seen up close, only from a distance. Nenio considers himself a great scholar, master of all the sciences, and unparalleled experimenter, but most others see her as a lunatic and thrall to knowledge. And she fits that with flying colors. And I could give her a club with nails to hit people. Extremely logical research type wizard, except it's extremely logical in a fantasy world, which means he goes off into wild places. Yep. Alright, I got a bunch of other stuff. You can use bows and stuff, can't you? Oh, no, you want this. Yeah, you want this. Well, whatever. Take that. Longsword. Oh, I totally forgot Sela had my torch. Well, at least now I know where that is. Alright, you have stabbers. Here. Have a stick with nails in it. Or actually, you can use this. You can have a stick with nails in it. I'm sure it will serve you well. Probably. You... Damn. Nenio is simultaneously a genius and a moron, mostly a moron. And she is woefully unaware of it. Oh, I have something that can't be unequipped. Well, that's certainly interesting. $16, 5, 8. Okay. Should really not have a positive wisdom modifier based on obey. Amelia might like the scimitar. She might not, actually. It does seem like these characters are very, very specific about what they can and can't use. I think I'm gonna stash some of these weapons for now, just in case I run into somebody who likes them more. Because they do seem pretty neat. I don't even know what that's for. What is this? Oh, I should definitely use this. Nenio's common sense, she just doesn't listen to it because it doesn't advance the frontiers of science. Okay. So I'll sell the rest of this crap and load up on potions. No. Okay. Oh. Sling staff is a halfling weapon. Staff can also be used to sling stones. Oh, okay, cool. All right. You know what? For the time being, maybe I should put all this stuff away. Nope, not those. Yeah, you're gonna... Okay, you're gonna scroll like that, are you? Well, two can play that game. Okay. Yeah, let's go with that. Whoosh, 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 whoosh. Alright, cool. I want to do one other thing before we left here. Which is talk to this dickhead. Wait... Okay, do I actually have... Do I have something on this? Probably been eaten by demons yet? Yes, but we got better. It's unlikely the Hunter Forn will be pleased to hear this. Alright, well. That just means save before you do it. I met Kaylessa. Warren's melancholic expression remains calm, but his entire body tenses and fingers wrap around the handle of his weapon. Under what circumstances, I hope you seize the opportunity to kill her. Are you certain of your allegations? I am. Her misdeeds are terrible and proven with absolute certainty. She claims she doesn't serve the demons. Of course she does. In an attempt to buy her life, she'd stoop to the boldest and most egregious of lies. Whose word do you trust? Hers or mine? Hers, actually! After giving a saddened look, Forn stares off into the distance. Your decision is regrettable. I'm afraid that in doing so, you've condemned her many future victims to death. I suppose it just means that bringing this hunt to a close falls upon my shoulders. Okay. Bye. Well, I'm certain we're gonna run across her again. Alright. Worm's house. Tower of Estrad, Blackwing Library. I am gathering allies. I am prepared. Can't do that, or probably that. Fuck that guy in particular. We have to meet the Thieflings. Nenio exists. Camp. All right. All right. I think we're ready. I think we're ready to forge forth. I just need to figure out who to take with us. All right. No. All right, who do we leave at home? Ember. Ember really rubbed you the wrong way last night, huh? Alright, I'll accept that. Yeah, we have to take Nenio, because we haven't used her for anything yet. Okay. So we can actually go straight to the Thiefling's hideout. Market Square technically isn't done yet. This is the party house. All right, I'm gonna go to the party house first, I think. There's some other stuff we can do down here, like Gwyrm's Mansion. It'll take us 2 hours. And a whole bunch of random encounters along the way.
time for debates.
A marauder and an archer. Kill! Destroy! Excellent, well done. Good job, everybody. Alright. Okay. Great.
Something wrong?
No, I wanted to click on the corpse. I wanted to loot some corpses, if you don't mind. This fight seemed ill-picked. We were talking about this last night. Maybe they thought we were in worse shape than we are. Not as bad as single marauder wizard dude who didn't even get a spell off. Alright, we carry on. What, Oh. This is like, do you want to stop at the market square? And I'm like, no. No, I actually don't.
Can we retreat already?
Sure. I'm not a big fan of these guys. Let's see. Trying to remember if anybody has anything useful for this. I love the icon for that. Holy shit, you got a lot of stuff. Create pit. Nenio can create extra dimensional holes. Huh. I know magic missile. Snowball. Color spray. Blinding ray. Okay, cool. Could you, like... So blind this guy, since everybody's focused on that other guy. I didn't seem terribly blinded there, but whatever. Be smug as hell too if I can create portals. Yeah, I'll take your masterwork shit. Okay. I forgot to load everybody up on potions. Oh boy, favorite part of the game. Just everybody have some potions and drink some potions. Wonder why the religion check keeps getting procced. Fighting literal demons constantly makes you question your own faith, perhaps. Some fun higher level pit spells. Hungry Pit is your favorite. Tries to crush anyone who falls in it. Let's see. Actually, you... Instead of these... This is a... Yes, bless. Bless good. Yeah, you take those. Religion is a catch-all for knowledge, planes checks.
Well?
Let's see here. Here.
Yes.
Cool. That went great. Moving on. Not sure what I was checking for. Maybe info about the monsters. I'm curious about that as well. Like, it's weird to me that the game keeps rolling checks with, like, no context, because she did succeed at that check, but it didn't seem to do anything. Yes, I would like to enter this location. It's the whole reason I showed up here. All right. I'm actually gonna pop a second save for tonight, which we're gonna call Should I Even Be Here? Is there bestiary or something? There's an encyclopedia with creatures, including pretty much everything we fought. But I think this is all the same information you would get if you, like, right-clicked on them during combat. Lan is a creature. We're all creatures when you get down to it. Woljif is a creature. Lan is a creature. Am I a creature? It was organized a very strange way. Anyway. Woljif has prepared the spells treat affliction. I think you've mentioned that before, video game. I passed some doors. So I noticed this place is not very demon afflicted at the moment.
Save the last one for me.
Spoke too soon. Spoke too soon. That went pretty well. See, it sounds like everything's fine. That seems pretty fine to me. The splendid occasion count. This new Numerian elixir is quite something. Okay, less fine now. Oh, look, such darling little creatures. Okay, game, maybe you didn't need to pause on this frame specifically. Is all I'm saying. Is Courtesan gonna murder this Dretch? I think they are. Alright, well, let's see what happens. Alright, well, that was total chaos. Somebody... The musician... Aranka... did something. That drunk noble had a dagger in his ribcage. Drunk nobles fight better than expected. I have identified decimation. Whenever this Bardiche confirms a critical hit, it deals an additional 1 damage to Constitution. Cool. It's a knowledge check. What's up, Satellite? How you doing? Portrait of Galfrey Mendev, ruler of the kingdom and founder of all crusades in the world wound. How y'all doing? Terrible tragedy. Terrible, I say. When those demons came through, they smashed a fine bottle of Kyonin Red. Vintage it was.
Let's move.
Well, one of these people is named, so,
A failure is just a step to a success.
that's a harp. Turns out, that's a harp. Thank you, stranger. The young woman does not look the least bit scared. Her cheeks are flushed and her blue eyes are glittering. For saving us from the demons and for your timely entrance, I swear I don't know who has enraged me more today, the demons or the oh-so-affable master of this house. Good evening, Despicable Tano. Good to see you. Oh, you're starting this too. Nice. Yeah, this is my first time playing the game, and it's been really cool so far. I've been enjoying it quite a bit. Tell me about yourself. I'm a bard? What else? I only arrived in Canabras recently. I'm touring the whole of Mendev and far beyond its borders to perform for my devoted fans. You tell me about the master. About the count? I went to smash a jug over his head about 5 times today already. It just brings that feeling out in people. It's one of his many talents. Other than that, well, you probably already heard about the Arende family. All I can say is the count's servants flee this place like rats from a sinking ship. No one ever stays here long, even though he pays them extravagantly. I even heard one servant complain that he always feels uneasy in the Count's home, like someone is watching him. Unseen eyes staring at the back of his head, even if his back is to the wall. Even if he turns around, I don't know if I believe all these tales. I'm just telling you what I heard. Going with Bard, I think? Cool. Wait, anytime I play a new RPG, I always take one of the generic pre-made characters. Because every RPG is a little bit different in its expectations. So I like to spend the initial run kind of learning what the game expects, what kinds of things work and what don't. But it's also true that bards do make everyone better. It's a word on the street too. This mansion is the tastiest morsel in the whole city, but all the thieves are afraid to even set foot in the street. You get somewhere safe on your own? I'm gonna stick around here for a while. I'm sure you must have killed or scared off most of the demons, so this house is completely safe. All right, well I have to go now. Then you make exactly. Then I make a character. Second, third, fourth runs. Where I can get kind of crazy with it. I just did the same thing with Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader. I didn't stream that one, but I beat it a couple weeks ago. And I played through as a generic war, and that went great. That went fantastic, and that really helped me understand a lot of the game systems. So now the next time I play it, I'm probably gonna do like a Psyker or something. Something more adventurous. Oh, your English is fine. Don't worry about it.
This is my kind of work.
I used to work in localization, so I've seen it all. Oh, wait, I almost left without talking to the guy.
Pretty good, aren't I?
This mofo.
Greetings, valiant stranger who has just burst into my life. I am the master of this house, Count Daron Kale, myriad mellifluous monikers Arunde. No need to introduce yourself. I find remembering insignificant details, such as the name of passing acquaintances, such a bore.
I hate him already. I'm already pissed by this character. Well, we were already predisposed to hate the rich for perfectly reasonable reasons. But yeah, he's not exactly ingratiating himself right now, is he?
Wow. Bonafide blue bloods and unparalleled aristocracy. All this makes me itch to do something really crass. Ooh, like blow my nose on the curtains.
What are you waiting for, my squamous squire? The curtains in this room are velvet, but we have some excellent silk ones with gold thread elsewhere in the house. Take your pick. My soft furnishings are yours to do with as you wish. I'm quite sick of the place, truly. I shall either sell it or burn it to the ground and build a new mansion in its place.
Lord. Eating him would not be repeating the mistakes of Wendoag and the cultists because the rich are not people. Wendoag was eating folks, yes. She was all in on the cultist ne'er-do-welling. Gets a slight pass for using the word squamous.
Now that we've finished with the niceties, tell me this. How did all those thrice-damned demons end up at my soiree?
Well, Canopus lies in ruins. Discari killed Terendelev. The Wardstone has been captured, and you're asking me why demons gate-crashed your party.
Canopus in ruins. Discari. Well, well, well. And I was already lamenting the lack of excitement at my little banquet. Although it must have been tolerable enough if we didn't get notice of a great hulking demon attacking a dragon just outside the window.
They must have been partying really damn hard in here.
It seems as though Discari's occasion was altogether more of a crush than mine. If you will pardon the pun.
I don't like you, die! What did I know about you, Count, apart from the fact you're highborn and very rich?
As a child, I had my very own pony, but I always dreamed of having a lamb. I was never allowed one. Sheep were seen as peasant animals, utterly unsuitable for the scion of a noble line. The trauma haunts me to this day. I think of it every time I have roast lamb for dinner.
Ha.
I'm sorry if I failed to sate your curiosity. I loathe talking about myself to people I don't know, even more to those I do know. The only thing worth knowing, aside from the fact that I am highborn and filthy rich, is that I dislike Puritans and demons in equal measure.
Yeah, poor guy.
Well, perhaps demons a tad more.
You don't seem very concerned about the city's fate.
I have no friends here whose untimely demise I would care to mourn.
Jesus Christ.
The only alarming thing is how easily all this happened. I don't care for the thought that demons could come calling at my door at any moment. And just think, everyone had so much faith in the Wardstones gifted by Iomede's herald, and in the might of our tamed dragon, as if there had been no Dresden or a dozen other routes where the demons overcame every defense.
Does seem at least kind of self-aware that he's a rich shitbag. True enough. True enough.
The Orendes are one of the most ancient and noble families in Mendiv. They are related by blood to Queen Galfrey herself. The Count is the last remaining member of his dynasty. The rest all perished around 10 years ago. In the tragedy at the family seat, Heaven's Edge, the demons got past the defenses and massacred everyone inside.
Quick question, chat. Do you say dynasty or dynasty? Because honestly, before I played Rogue Trader, I had never heard the term. I never heard it said dynasty. Dynasty. Yes. Thank you, Dave. Thank you. Sounds like they were all dynasty here.
I thank you for providing your friend with that helpful summary, my lady. I believe I've seen you before.
Dynasty.
With that hilarious buffoon, Horgus Gwyrm.
Gwyrm!
I sincerely hope you are not engaged in any kind of sordid arrangement with him.
Oh, Camellia, what are you doing on the side?
So splendid, in proximity to something so grotesque, makes me feel quite ill. You deserve a better fate than that, no doubt.
I love this little bit of text here. The Count's voice drips with courtesy, but he somehow manages not to sound thankful at all.
Your civility knows no bounds, Count. I most assuredly do not have any arrangement with Master Gwyrm.
Alright, I don't need any gratitude. This guy's a piece of shit regardless. You can go to the Defender's Hearts under the protection of Irbeth Tirabade and the Eagle Watch.
I thank you for the invitation, but I am not quite as desperate as I may seem. At times, it is better to be surrounded by the repugnant mugs of demons than the sour and dour physiognomies of Iomede's righteous paladins.
What about my physiognomy? Sour enough for his lordship? Don't worry, another few minutes with the dazzling Count here, and it'll sour like week-old milk.
Delivery on that was perfect. It was so good.
What's this? An attractive paladin with a sense of humor? You're a veritable walking scandal. Either way, my mansion is now safe. I have a pair of half-decent guards. I just need to drag them out of the storeroom and bring them to their senses. I ordered them to drink a love potion, you see? For reasons which seemed extremely witty at the time and in the state of inebriation I then found myself in. They can guard the house while the valorous paladins beat back the demon assault. They will beat them back, yes?
I think Dynasty is more of a British English pronunciation. I hear from a guy who runs 40k games on YouTube. Yeah, all the folks who spoke with British accents and Rogue Trader said Dynasty.
As regards myself, I feel like stretching my legs. I know rudimentary divine spells, I am no friend to demons, and I elevate any society that I deign to grace with my presence.
I should have seen this coming.
Accompany you, only for a short time, of course. I have no desire to remain at the vanguard for a protracted period. What say you, my ephemeral but highly diverting acquaintance? After all, Lord Descari spoiled my party. I now burn with the desire to spoil his.
I decided that we split this guy with an axe. Thoughts?
I don't like this guy much at all. Not even because of his personality, but just... I sense something dark about him.
You're interested in trying a game that's more faithful to tabletop RPG, try Celestia. Alceris? I'm a little tired of hearing about allusions to the real Pathfinder. I don't give a shit. I'm playing this because I want to play this and I'm enjoying it. So if that's something that you take very seriously, that's fine for you. I'm finding it rather tiresome, though.
I guess thumping him one next time he comes out with more aristocratic witterings is not allowed? All the more reason to take him with us. If we don't kill him, the demons surely will.
Man really does have a heart of gold, doesn't he?
Don't ask me. Having him tag along would be like going for a nighttime stroll through the back alleys with a diamond tiara on your head. Even I don't like that kind of attention.
The Count's presence can only benefit us. I think we should say yes.
Not that I trust anything that she says, though. Would be allowed to dump his corpse.
What? You're asking about whether to take this boy with you? The question lies outside the bounds of my interest.
Nenio doesn't give a shit.
By the way, did you know that the young scions of noble families often sponsor the research of young scientists? What laudable passion for knowledge. True, the size of their donations bears a direct correlation to the hazardousness of the experiment being conducted.
Alright, we're taking his ass.
Capital. Good acquaintances that begin and end at just the right moment.
Is this me or does he look like a vampire?
Memories. Wouldn't you say?
Hmm. Skills you have guild toss? I want to put him in the party and find out. Pretty sure I declined to take his ass. The first time I play any RPG, I'll take everybody I can get. Though in Rogue Trader, I did consign a few people to death. It just seemed like the right thing to do. So what can he do anyway? Oracle. Okay. Didn't see that coming. Neutral evil. Falling victim to a deadly demonic plot would be enough to give anyone a grim outlook on life and on the looming threat from the abyss, but the young Count Darren is a contrary soul. He sees the world as a grand playground and seems to turn a blind eye to the self-sacrifice, the crusaders, and the horrors of war. Feasts and frivolity, banquets and banner, Darren lives like the world is ending, and it very well might be. All right. Huh. Okay. This class is basically divine magic equivalent of the wizard. Okay. Light, medium armor, shields, and simple weapons. Atheist, okay. You're forewarned of danger, but can't act to prevent it. Okay. Channel positive energy. Emissary. Rapiers and buckler. Rapier, buckler, okay. I'm getting a little annoyed that, like, everyone's weapons specialties seem to fit into a very small subset of all the weapons in this game. Like, if you're gonna have a billion different weapons in the game, why are all the prospective party why do all the prospective party members have, like, overlap in their proficiencies? Okay. That's how Pathfinder 1 do, sadly. What's this? Amulet of natural armor. Okay. Guess everybody starts with crossbow. Let's see. Well, I, of course, don't have anything really for you except a dagger, so here, enjoy this for a while. You can use these spells, so that's good. There's some stuff in here. Okay. All right, cool. Oh god, now I have to level everybody up. That's okay. Everybody else is automatic. Okay. Strength, measures muscle and physical power, melee attack rolls, damage rolls, athletic skill checks, constitution, hit points, fortitude saving throws. Let's see here. Not change things either way. Issue the 3.x Pathfinder first edition stuff where there are a bunch of options, usually only a few best ones for any given role. A lot of classes have a very constrained list of those options. Okay. Won't change till it gets to an even number. Okay. Well, you know what? Let's focus on not dying first. Mm, mm, mm. Weapon specialization. Weapon specialization. Alright, fine. Oh, Christ. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you absolutely fucking kidding me here? uh... What am I using right now? Do I have a bastard sword? I know I have a big-ass two-handed sword right now. Your large gun's is good once you get the rocket launcher. Hang on. What is he using right now? Sorry, great sword. It's currently a great sword. Yeah. 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 There it is. What are my undefined features? Oh, what? Oh, what? You can't choose that, you don't. Oh my god. Alright, well. Feat test, you have to pick something you already have weapon focus for. Okay. Alright. Alright. I'm just gonna do it then. I'm gonna do it. No, not longsword, greatsword. Which... Oh, it's up here because they like that one. It's fine. Everything is fine. It's all fine. It's all good. Okay. Great. Cool. Alright, you do your thing. Alright. Yeah, alright. Alright. Extremely dexterous. Extremely tricksy. Battle Master. Makes an extra attack of opportunity each round. This actually attacks of opportunity. Okay, cool. Good for you. Very wise. Very wise, young man. Key power, true strike. At one point, key pool is stand action gain temporary intuitive insight in the immediate future during the next attack. Okay. Cool. Yeah, you. What the hell do you do? She thinks she's so smart. Alright. And then acid arrow. Cool. And then what about you? Charisma? Okay. Sure, man. Is there a good persuasion? Hold person. Okay. Can't hold people with magical arms. Alright, I guess we're done here. At long last. Finally. Oh yeah, I was gonna go out this way, wasn't I? Alright, well that's done. Alright, so that was the party house. Let's go to Gwyrm Mansion. I'm sure they'll have plenty of things to say about that. Oh, we found a failed ritual site. Cool. But no, it is Gwyrming time. Also, what's this? I have gray pox. Ah, okay. I think somebody might be able to treat that. Oh, there's Mr. Gwyrm. Okay. Woljif might have had the thing for that. Treat affliction. Or I wonder if I have a spell for this. Scroll of don't be sick anymore. Coffin Gwyrm at first. Remove sickness. Disease, nausea, and sickened effects. I don't think it's a sickness. I think it's an affliction. How can I tell? Cure disease, remove disease. Potion of don't deal with this shit. You. Spellbook. That's sickness. This is a lot of spells. A lot of spells, and I'm not seeing the thing that I need. So this game is angling for Chrono Cross numbers of potential party members. Oh, we're not even close to that. Chrono Cross numbers of like spells and stuff, sure. It's a level 3 spell? Okay. Cool. Anyway, you. Ah, there you are at last. You certainly took your time. I thought perhaps you got lost on the way here. I was already regretting not drawing you a map. Orgus's relief is palpable even through his grousing. It's a tragedy to see one's house in such a sorry state, and I always had a few guards in my service, you know? I hope those blockheads died honorably and didn't simply flee at the first sign of danger. My manor, you see, contains several items that are of great value to me. I wish to retrieve them before they are discovered by my fellow citizens who in the current chaos seems to have taken to thieving and marauding like ducks to water. So here's what I want you to do. Take a stroll through my house, peek into the rooms, and if you find anyone, kill them on the spot. That'll teach any other opportunists to stay away from Horgus Gwyrm's manor. While I was standing here by the entrance, I could clearly hear the sound of someone rooting around inside. Any possessions of mine you find in there, you can keep. It's all as good as lost to me anyway. When you're sure the house is empty, give me a signal from my study window. Wave a torch around or something like that. You can decide when you get there. I've done many things in my life, but playing the part of an intrepid mercenary rummaging through someone else's tastelessly decorated and poorly planned mansion is a novelty to me. How droll! I deeply regret that you had to participate in this, my dear Count. Come now, I love a good caper, even when the setting offends my aesthetic sensibilities. What are these valuable items that are worth risking your life by going back to the manor? Never you mind, I'm paying you to clear out the ruffians inside, not ask questions. In any case, you will learn what this is all about just as soon as you clear the way to the study for me, so restrain your curiosity for now. You're not coming in with me? The very notion! You think I hire guards to do my bidding just so I can put myself in danger along with them? No. I've taken on my fair share of risks already today. But all the same, you took the risk of coming here even though you were well aware of the danger. What is it that draws you here so strongly, like a moth to a flame? Camellia, that's enough. Oh, it seems I hit a sore spot. Okay, so she knows what's going on here. All right, I understand. Well, get on with it. Or are you waiting for a special order? I shall wait your signal. And good luck in there, I suppose. All right. Bye. All right. We'll save over that. How big is this place? This place is tiny. At least it's part of it.
Follow me.
Follow me. There are a lot of beds in here. Count 10 beds already.
I am helpful, am I not?
Stuff. Box filled with a variety of whips and floggers. Set of collars of various sizes. Chains, handcuffs, shackles, a collection to rival a prisons. Oh no. Oh no. We've identified the sickle of Falter. Oh dear.
We cannot be defeated.
Wash your hands. Yeah. Rarg. Oh god. Smacked his ass across the room. Longbow. Take that skimmertar. Horgus into some kinky shit. I didn't need to know this about Horgus. I did not need to know this. Onion soup. Perhaps we can kill Gormy after collecting due payment. Yes, I have found a new recipe. Thank you. Tainted fowl. Gross. I mean, being into kinky shit is not illegal, certainly. Whatever he and his consenting friends want to do is fine, but
We are the light. They are the darkness.
splorch. This would appear to be the study. Oh, there's a lot to loot. Books. 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 A lot of books in this game. Very Elder Scrollsy. For what it's worth, that door was locked. I mean, Gwyrm knew what he was getting into, letting a bunch of murder hobos into his house. What does Doom do? Negative emotions. Fill a single subject with feeling horrible dread that causes him to become shaken. Doom kind of sucks. Alright, well, this place is bigger than it looked. The garden is blocked. Opening is currently impossible.
Now what is that?
Ah, she found a trap. You wanna fix that?
I hope you appreciate this.
Doesn't mean you can run Doom on a low-level caster's brain, though. Fine hide. Kind of weird-looking hide, though. Frankly. Sophisticated instruments of torture. The purpose of some of them can only be guessed at. Kink is one thing, torture is another. Heavy blunt object is clearly used to break down the door. The lock is broken and cannot be opened.
The heartbeat quickens.
Get him. Shaboom. Stab him. Nice 1-point kill there. Very impressed.
I am helpful, am I not?
Shirt. Silver robe. Robe grants the wearer a +1 bonus to all saving throws against fear effects. Who wants a shirt? Do you want a shirt? You look weird in that, man. I can't do that to you. Sure, you just look more ridiculous now.
A bright future awaits us.
Yummy. Why did you deny land clothing? And cover up that magnificent bod? Are you listening to yourself? It's half lizard. His overwhelmingly warm heart preserves him. Alright, that's... Yep, that's everywhere. Ish. Doors locked by some unusual magical means. There's no lock to be seen. Saw with a ring of resist cold.
March on.
Yet another obstacle.
You should probably... See if you can daze this guy. Target's hit dice too high, okay. There's something else you can do, maybe? Here, fatigue this guy. I have fatigued him. Oh my god, and he exploded. Okay, I've had enough of these tutorial messages. Oops. Magic essence. Essence obtained through painstaking distillation of rare magical ingredients. Expensive and valuable substance sought after by craftsmen and wizards who create magical items. It's worth $3. Color me unimpressed.
Let's have some fun.
Splorch.
Onwards.
Breakable Heart. Masterwork Scythe.
Did we find trouble? No. They...
Cultist Slayer.
I'm wounded.
Uh-oh. Oh, why don't you, like...
What's that?
Come over here. Yeah, let them be distracted. I get blister familiar. Honestly hoping that perhaps some refugees have colonized the mansion, not cultists. No, it's all cultists. It's cultists all the way down. Nyum. Gunsporting to hunt the refugees for quorum. Yeah. I think that would leave a bad taste in just about anybody's mouth if you had to come through here and murder a bunch of innocents for him. Scroll of Displacement. Oh, there's Remove Disease. However, an ethical dilemma where you have to decide what to do with some looters. I mean, I just want a rogue worm. I just want in-game reason. Masterwork Kukris. Glass. You can brew potions with glass. I don't think I want to try that kind of potion. I don't think I need much glass in my life.
Let us be off. Did we step on their toes as well?
Oh, there was a guy. Oh, a babu. Babu.
I won't give up.
Oh, he kind of thick. My sweet babu. I don't think I really have anything that's going to help very much. At least not in battle. Yeah, try drinking a potion real quick.
Can it be?
Or you can just fall over and die. That's also an option.
This pain is... So this is how it feels?
Uh-oh. There's something that might help here. Oh no, that's really close range. Never mind. Zap that guy. There we go, we got that guy eventually. Okay. AoE heal. Let's see.
Already.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, that was really cool. I like it. Do it again. That didn't do much, but whatever. Alright, anyway. I do not like baboos.
Let's move. Can't hide from me.
Ah, the chest is trapped. Okay. Can you untrap that?
I am helpful.
Good.
Am I not?
Unidentified short bow. Counterfeit Derek Sunhammer's jewelry. And a bunch of gold. Gimme. Short bow of code. +1 bonus on attack rolls against chaotic creatures. Okay. Did read a book about glitter from my library, and one of the issues is that people are trying to find a good replacement for plastic and mica-based glitter. Glass glitter is nice, non-toxic, but it's still sharp glass. Yeah. I think I see the problem. Unfortunately, this longbow does way more damage. So, yeah. Alright, let's give Horgus the signal. Which hopefully is just like flipping him off from the window. That would make me very happy. If that were the case. Mansions clear, you're alive. Fine work. Almost surprised he's happy to see us alive. Secret door remains unopened. Fantastic. I wasn't too late. If you'll follow me, family secret's about to be revealed. It's so thrilling. I thought you would understand what a crossbow bolt through the chest signaled.
Check that out. Follow me.
Check what out? Wait. What'd you see? Nothing, I guess. Check that out. Okay. The hell is this? Happy family, Horgus, an unknown half-elf, and their dark-haired young daughter. The painting is captioned Horgus, Gwyrm, Iris, and Camellia. The paintings are right where I left them. Very good. Horgus, Gwyrm, thanks you for your help. Something off about the paintings in front of you. The blonde-haired boy in the Gwyrm family colors doesn't look like Horgus in the least. The family portrait depicts Horgus alongside an unknown half-elf woman and a little girl who bears a striking resemblance to Camellia. Is that the paintings, Horgus? So you've noticed. It seems there's no point in hiding it anymore. You see, I have two secrets. Camellia is in fact my daughter, and I am not the real Horgus Gwyrm. You're not Horgus Gwyrm? My real name is Darian Witt. My parents were the servants of the real Gwyrms at their mansion on the eastern edge of Mendev. The Gwyrms were generous and noble but short-sighted. They burned through most of their fortune on charity, when instead they should have taken better care of guarding the mansion. When I was 10 or so, I used to play in the garden with the real Horgus Gwyrm, who was just my age. I have no idea where the demons came from. Horgus ran into the mansion, and I bolted in the opposite direction. He was captured and killed, and I wasn't. Crusaders came from the nearest city to aid us, but I was the only one who survived. They asked me my name, and I said I was Horgus Gwyrm. That's the whole story. Such a heart-wrenching tale. It never fails to bring tears to my eyes. You're in no position to judge me, Camellia. Horgus' hands curl into fists, but his voice sounds more tired than angry. You're right. I'm not. Darren's expression strained as he listened to Horgus' confession. A small boy and a man are under attack by demons. Such a familiar tale. Mendev has many such tales, but there are rarely any survivors. Take poor Horgus, for instance. He didn't make it. You were fortunate, Count, assuming you're not hiding anything. All right. You're just a scared child, nothing but sympathy for you besides your lies didn't hurt anyone. What you've been doing is wrong. People deserve to know the truth. Our golden opportunity fell right into your lap. There's nothing shameful in seizing your chance for a better life. Or your past is your own business, not mine. This was not where I was expecting this to go. I don't know how I feel about this. Yeah, here's your ethical dilemma. The original Gwyrm got Horgused by the demons. Yeah. Let's fill up on your favorite alignment. Anything but lawful. Yeah, I don't feel compelled to judge him on this count. I'm gonna take the good option. You were a scared child. I have nothing but sympathy for you besides your lies didn't hurt anyone. Horgus seemed surprised, as if he had been expecting a much stronger reaction. Never mind. I'd only like to assure you that your claim about not hurting anyone is absolutely correct. The vast fortune of the Gwyrms had no rightful heirs. If there had been any heirs, I would most definitely have transferred ownership to them. You committed a crime, and since then you've tried to atone, but let me guess, no matter how much good you do, the guilt stays with you? It's true. How do you know this? I also made a mistake as a child. Mine was much more serious than yours, in deed and in consequences. Many years passed before I learned to be at peace with it, so I'm in no position to judge you. It is difficult for me to speak openly about secrets which I have kept all these years. I have been a hostage to them my entire life, strange as that sounds. What is it like to live your whole life under someone else's name? When I was a boy, I used to hate Horgus. The condescension. Sorry, my brain really wants to say condensation. And that's not what he was talking about at all. Condescension most of all. The pity on his face, his smile when he called me to join him in his games. The difference in our birthright wasn't fair. Envy clouded my mind. When the demons killed him and not me, and I thought it was a gift of fate. I seized my good fortune with both hands and never let go. When I told them my name was Horgus Gwyrm, the only heir to the vast fortune of the Gwyrm family, on that day, life was fair. Words are hard. Shut up. Unfortunately, it took me many years to see the generosity behind the condescension and feel the compassion behind the pity. I discovered far too late that Horgus was my friend, even when I didn't feel myself his. I never accepted the hand of friendship he offered until it was far too late. But now what can I do? Reveal the truth, reject my name, and allow it to sink into oblivion? Would my friend Horgus want this? I bear the name of Horgus Gwyrm with the pride and dignity it deserves. As a banner on a battlefield, I will multiply its merits. The Gwyrm family will not be forgotten. I still serve Horgus Gwyrm. Horgus attempts to smile, but the result is pathetic. Alright, let's talk about Camellia. Yes. Illegitimate, that is to say. She has resided in this house since birth. The staff thought she was a niece or the daughter of a friend who died in the Crusades. I never disabused them of their notions. Her mother, Iris, was a half-elf of humble origins. She worked in the gardens here. I wanted to unite the Gwyrm family with another noble line. The Gwyrm name could not be permitted to mix with commoners and thereby plunge into insignificance. Iris did not protest, and we successfully hid our connection. And when Camellia was born, I did not claim her as my own. As far as Mendev knows, Camellia is the daughter of a Gwyrm family servant who died over 10 years ago. I wonder if precipitated the trouble Oddish has with that word. Is it brain fog, or the words failing him continue to reign? Oh, Mizroy. Think you're so goddamn clever. And before you start telling me what a terrible father I am, I want to tell you something. My daughter wanted for nothing. All her whims were fulfilled as quickly as they arose. I hired the best teachers and bought her the best books. She always ate well and had warm clothes. Isn't that what a parent does? As a parent, though. Like, he's missing the obvious connection here. Camellia, well, let's hear it from her, because I'm pretty... Yep, there we go. I gotta wonder if Horgus is doing a whole lot of viewing the past through rose-colored glasses about the treatment he got. That's also possible, you know? He may be eulogizing the Gwyrms more favorably than he might have otherwise because of these years of guilt. You discovered my most terrible secret. Father cares so much about the Gwyrm name that he raised me in our mansion, hiding me away from the whole world. I'll always be grateful to my father for everything he's done for me, even if Mendev society disapproves of some of his decisions. Would it be insolent of me to beg for your discretion regarding what you know about us? Damn it all, and I thought Horgus was as dull as ditch water, but now he brings a delightful offering of stolen identity, secret half-elf lover, and a bastard daughter. I'm afraid you'd rather put me to shame. Alright, well, I'll keep your secret. A hint of a smile plays on Camellia's mouth. Please accept my humblest thanks. Keeping secrets is easiest when you don't know about them in the first place, or if you possess the unique ability to selectively forget information. Like me! Nenio blinks a few times. What was I saying? Never mind. What were you gonna say about Camellia? I think I may have actually had her pegged wrong. Like, my assumption in situations like these, where you have the rich, affluent parent who cares more about their title and standing than the actual well-being of their child, does exactly this. Showers their child with all the things that they want, but never like the actual affection or attention or acceptance. I thought Camellia was going to protest that, but she seems pretty content with the situation as it is, so never mind. I mean, we're still just getting started. Camellia's story may have more twists and turns than this, but yeah. Camellia's whisper is barely audible. Keeping secrets is even easier if you're dead. Horgus casts a wary look at her but remains silent. And I'm sorry, I find it hilarious that on all of these pages, there's the option to just attack him out of the blue. Prepare to die, Horgus Gorm. What do you plan to do now? Well, first and foremost, I shall reward you handsomely for your help, and then I shall burn these portraits. I have kept them all this time out of misplaced sentiment, but they serve no purpose now. My ravaged home will likely be picked to the bone, and the secret room will inevitably be discovered. I don't want these paintings to be seen by anyone else. I see. You certainly earned your payment. Here, it was a pleasure doing business with you. Wow, 1,000 gold coins. I can buy a couple scrolls for that. Camellia, I can tell from your face that you enjoyed fighting the demons in this worthy party. I only ask one thing. Are you certain? Camellia doesn't answer but looks at Horgus with a half smile lingering on her lips. Well then, clearly I can no longer keep you safe. Our house is destroyed, our servants scattered or dead. Horgus stares into his daughter's face as though he is seeking the answer to an unasked question. Then he turns his attention to you. But now, follow me. We'll make sure that no one ever again discovers the secrets of Horgus Gwyrm. Schloop. Appreciate the fact the game lets you just be a murder hobo at any moment. I wouldn't do that myself, but I like that they had the guts to give you that option. This may be like an owl cat thing, because I swear to God, in Rogue Trader, every notable character I met, I had the option to just like at least attempt to summarily execute them if I wanted. And that went for your party members too. You could totally eject anybody from your retinue at any point. Your less imperially acceptable party members you could send off to the Inquisition, and in certain story beats you could execute your own party members. Hey Horgus, two can keep a secret of one is dead. Appreciate these options are here, even years of tracking player choices. The choices are overwhelmingly good. Commissar playthrough when? I've said this before. If I am to ever stream Rogue Trader, I would do an Iconoclast playthrough. I think Dogmatic and Heretical would be too grim for this community. I don't think people would be okay with it.
I hope
I did some
this.
awful fucking things as a Dogmatic Commissar. All for the good of the Imperium, of course, but awful fucking things. Sweet. +1 breastplate. It medium. What am I wearing? Crypt Raider's armor. Yeah, let's wear this. Nice, looking good. You've got the heavy. You could actually wear this. But I won't have you do that. And then, wait. This guy can wear armor? Wait, this guy can wear armor. Here, wear some armor. Oh, you look real fucked up now. All right, well, that was an adventure. Oh, we doing a barbecue? That's that. Thanks for your help. Farewell, and watch over Camellia. At least Iconoclast puts things in an interesting perspective compared to the somewhat dull Dogmatic. What are you talking about? I thought the Dogmatic story was great. Scorched frames and burned canvases. No one will ever know what these paintings showed. Alright. Well, I think we can save over this one. Because we're having a good time out here. Alright, what are we doing next? What shall we... Oh, God. I forgot to take your stuff. I forgot to steal all your things. Great, whatever. Nenio can learn a thing. That. Oh. Alright, well, we can check out a failed ritual site. Maybe we can check all the stuff down around here. 2 hours? 3 hours? My God. Hey, and beg humble for a refund when I forget to auto renew. Oh, I guess. I mean, I don't know why we don't just go this way. Anyway, let's go to Topaz Solutions first. Feels too dark in dungeon, cast a light spell on one of your companions or break out the torches. Tiny spooky place. Scroll stunning barrier. Bunch of counterfeit jewelry we're finding. I was really wondering about settings like these. No one will ever know, but can't they just cast a spell to reconstruct the painting or appear back in time or as some timeless entity?
Yet another obstacle.
Oh God. Oh Jesus Christ, I think that's a mimic. Yup!
Mind over muscle.
Well, do your best, folks.
Your cadaver.
Yeah, no one will easily know. Oh God, what? Whoa. Oh God, there's another one. Jesus Christ.
I'll cut you wide open.
Oh God. Oh, we're covered in acid. I don't want to be covered in acid.
This will leave a bruise.
There we go. All right, great. Dolok suffered a crippling wound in battle. Condition will be lifted by resting in a safe place. Okay. Dolok's fine. He's on death's door. Condition be removed by visiting a healer, a safe spot, or by restoration greater. What was... She has something called... What is it? Enlarged person. What was it? No. What is it? No. What is it? Stabilize. You target a living creature as -1 or fewer hit points. I don't think... No. We have positive hit points. Pining for the fjords.
No reason to pause.
Alright, it'll be fine. Everything's gonna be fine. Look, we got pretty feathers.
Onwards.
Totally worth it. This mimic had a crazy looking light crossbow. Jesus Christ. Give me that and your heart. And I'll take that and one of these. Light crossbow of Oracle's Misery. Hey, bud, did you hear that? Whenever the +2 light crossbow confirms a critical hit, if wielded by an oracle, the target must pass a will saving throw or suffer the same effects as the oracle's curse gave on level 1. Without any of its benefits, effect can be removed the remove curse spell. Okay. For an oracle, you say? Funny you should mention that. Finally, I find a thing for somebody I actually have. What's his curse? Would that be... Where do I find your curse, sir? I don't know. It said... Let me read this again. The Oracle's Curse gave on level 1 without any of its benefits. Alright, level 1. That's not a curse. What's up, Manic? His curse is that he's an atheist. Being stunned for the first turn in combat. Where can I see that? What was that on? The Powerless Prophecy. Ah, okay, this. You gain uncanny dodges, but you're staggered for the entire first round of combat. Okay. I was joking about the atheism thing. So that means... if he confirms a critical hit with this, it staggers the enemy then. That seems good. Elemental Essence. Fish on a stick? Oh boy. All right, I got a bunch of stuff. Okay, I have a whole bunch of spells that Nenio can learn. So let's do that. Jeez, I have a whole bunch of spells Nenio can learn. Making you want a fish stick or 12? I haven't had fish sticks in ages. Yeah, same. Big same. Oh, we can resist acid now. Good for us. Anybody else? Anything else? Anybody good? Okay, cool. Atheism in the Pathfinder world means that you don't venerate the gods, not that you believe they don't exist. Okay. Was I gonna do something in here? Did I have something on my mind? I'm here. You have a light crossbow. Would you like a heavy crossbow? That's a big fuck off crossbow. Let me give you a backup crossbow just in case. Alright. Yes, that's what I wanted actually. Thank you, tutorial message that I normally get mad about. Copy some recipes. Okay, what if... Can we... Let's see. If their hit points fall below their negative constitution score again, they will truly die. Well, we don't want that, do we?
Let us be off.
Rules are made to be broken.
I tire of waiting.
I'm sure it'll be fine. Okay. No, everybody. Everybody come along. Alright, it's my intent to check out the rest of this section of town before heading back and resting. Just need to, you know, not die. So there's the Tirabade residence and the failed ritual site. Let's see if we can get here. Whee! So the Forgotten Realms, the atheist standpoint kind of makes sense since gods can die, be replaced, or forgotten. It's basically portfolios that survive on. Alright. Should I even be here? Cool, free eyeball.
Let's move.
Entranced fighter.
I refuse to accept their statement.
Oh no! I hate it when they do that. Those fucking things. Cool, good. You messed him up. Vermlek necrophages. I don't like them. Don't agree, I have two perfectly good peepers, but what if something happens to them, man? What if I can't count on that forever? Look, it pays to be prepared, okay? I'm just hoarding the pretty seashells over there. Alright, let's see what's in the house. It's a very small house. Who the hell is that? Oh, another entranced dude.
What do we have here?
Nothing.
Did we find trouble?
Okay.
They did.
So, I'm gonna need all y'all to, like, step back. He didn't trigger it! That's some bullshit. How's that? A succubus? Should probably switch to that. What's that? Negative level. Nobody can hit her. Oh god, okay. Let's see here. We need... Yeah, do that. Channel positive energy damage undead, huh? Let's see if that helps. Not really. Let's see. Yeah, smite.
Am I at my limit?
Didn't seem very smiteful, but... There we go. Smitten. Smote. We smooted. Weird cloak. Ooh, a rapier. +1 rapier. Cloak of disguise. You like these, don't you? Yes. Much better. Big improvement. Cloak of Resistance +1 also grants us wear a +3 competence both bonus to stealth skill checks. Stealth. I'm gonna assume that's you most of the time. When you haven't suffered the level suck. How do we get rid of this? Negative levels can be removed through spells like Restoration. A creature's permanent negative levels, these its hit dice cannot be brought to life. Restoration.
I heed the voice of the spirits.
Do I have some kind of restoration? Does somebody have some kind of restoration? I don't think so.
We will win this war.
What is this? Oh, she got this too. I didn't even notice that.
I'll watch your back.
Yes.
Restoration wise, level 4. Okay. Figures.
I am helpful, am I not?
What's that?
Earbeth's letter. Anivia, if you're reading this, know that I'm alive and I'm rallying a troop of survivors to rise the city's defense. We're going to fight our way to the Defender's Heart Tavern, set up our command there, and hold the line until help arrives. Or if the goddess wills it, we'll launch an attack on the Grey Garrison. I love you, and I trust that we will see each other again in this world. Earbeth. And a book. Alright, cool. Got stuff. Also, there's a whole bunch of dead people in their house. Whole bunch of dead people.
Follow me.
I'm sure that's fine. Alright, we're doing great. Dolok has been mortally wounded, and Camellia got one of her levels sucked out of her. I love it here. Isn't there a door in there you didn't go in? Yeah, it has level drain enemies. There is a door, but it's non-functional. I can camp. I don't think it would do any good for these particular issues. Like, Death's Door can be removed by visiting a healer or by greater restoration. So Dolok needs actual treatment for that. Which I assume we can do back at the tavern. But I do have one more stop I want to make before that. We're gonna hit this ritual site. Oh, it's only 1 hour from here. Nice. Shit. Oh, and I think I need to take Nenio off of her nail bat. I'd much rather she shoot people.
Let me draw the first blood.
Oh, it's a sheer. Oh, and it popped up behind us. All right, you know what? She can nail bat that.
I dedicate my
Oh god! Live by the science, die by the science.
Are we ready to move out?
I don't know, lady, are we?
I will help where I can.
Well,
4 points, very nice. Very nice indeed. Okay, that's better. So let Dolok sit it out. He'll be fine. Everything's fine. He just needs to, you know, not die. I mean, that's the human condition. You'll be fine as long as you don't die. So don't die, and you'll be fine. Oh, it's just reagents. Okay, cool. Well, let's head back to Market Square. Dolok should convert to the drunk god.
Crusading isn't that boring.
Ah, bugs. Do not want.
I dedicate my body to science.
Nenio having a rough time of it.
Oh, the waiting's never fun.
We're just gonna rely on you for this. I am really glad we have Darren along. He may be a smarmy shithead, but he heals real good. So get your wizard out of melee. I mean, it would be pretty cool if we didn't load with her directly in it, but what's she gonna do? Is it to happen again?
Did we step on their toes as well?
Okay. Let's even get her out of the way first. Good! Alright, she's out of the way. Good work, everybody. All right, please continue. I do want to stop by here. I do want to check out that that temple we didn't check out. Rest is safe location. Remove the death's door condition. Okay. It was here, the Temple of Desna. Also, I may have just skipped a whole section over here. What up? So let's see, this was like right here.
The mongrel did it. March on.
Oh yeah, there's a bunch of zombies I didn't kill. Okay, well, cool.
Charge!
Well, now we can finish Market Square for real and for true.
Pain is my pleasure.
Uh-oh. Oh, the shadows are the ones doing the attribute damage. Shadows are bad news. Tell me about it. We got them coming around all the time. I missed the thing. The city has fallen at last. How glorious. Now I can stop pretending to be a shopkeeper and spend all my time on my true passion, reanimating the dead. You know what? Do what you love.
Save the last one for me.
Okay. I feel like you probably have something cool you can do here, right? How many people has he gotten killed? Are you talking about me? More playable necromancers. Can I drop these guys in a pit? Because I feel like that'd be pretty cool. That was cool. Yeah, where did they go? Why did... I'm sorry, that was really funny. Oh, and then everybody comes back. Okay. Cool.
Thank you for amusing me.
Yeah, I know. Shut up. Disfigured corpses are laid out in a neat pattern in preparation for an unknown ritual. Got scroll of blur, moderate wounds, and another glaive. The glaive is called Dark Horn. And this glaive lends a hit on an enemy, deals an additional 1d3 negative energy damage. Well, that's neat. Alright. My own party did go in the hole. It was really funny. What happened to that elven person with the crow? Oh, Ember. We left her at home. We left her back at the tavern because we got at the very end of the night. Last night we got Nenio, and I wanted to bring her along. And I'm glad I did because she's hilarious. We got this new asshole guy. I really like him.
Open your heart to me.
Yes.
All right, you know what? Use the moderate wounds. How moderate are we talking here? That was slightly better.
This is my path.
I'm not super impressed, but whatever. Okay, so last thing I want to do is check out the Temple of Desna. Didn't bring Nenio of experienced Dolok pit fighter. No, nothing wrong with Ember so far. We learned Camelia's dark secret today, that she's actually the daughter of Horgus Gwyrm, who isn't Horgus Gwyrm at all. He's some common dude who stole Gwyrm's identity. But you know what? We're fine with that.
Let's move.
What the fuck? What? I found Ramian. You found me. I have nowhere else to run. I'm at your mercy. Kill me if you wish, but I ask you hear me out first. I can't imagine someone go so far as to kill you, Ramian. Your gaggle of good little worshippers wouldn't allow such sacrilege to come to pass. Oh, this guy! No, we like this guy. We're fine with this guy. This was the guy who vanished after talking to that one asshole, but really just ran away. Why didn't you think to seek refuge with me? I would have helped out of solidarity for a fellow Asmar, and to relive that one summer's eve. Oh my. Darren. The priest seems to have only just noticed your companion. You're traveling in unexpected company, but to answer your question, I never considered trying to save myself. I wanted to help the people of the city. I refused to idly wait out the storm just to amuse you, not even for the sake of that one summer's eve. Yes, that is a common affliction among clerics, it seems. Now is no time for selfish pleasure. Our city's burning and the prelate has lost all reason. Did you really know about the demon attack before it happened? I did. We have a secret ally in the enemy's ranks. No one knows who this brave soul is, but she has been feeding us information about the demon's plans. I wonder if that's Kaelessa. These dispatches have come to us by the most reliable channel bestowed upon us by the great dreamer herself. They've come to us in dreams. Prelate Hulrun brushed them off as meaningless reveries. And while I admit it isn't always easy to distinguish our allies' messages from ordinary dreams, but even ordinary dreams are gifts from Desna and always worthy of attention. The prelate and all of the crusade leaders, for that matter, should have put less store in reason and more in intuition, inspiration, and spontaneity. What's more, not long before the attack on the city, a blind elf who calls himself the Storyteller, we're looking for this guy, arrived in Canabras. This wanderer wasn't merely a collector of legends, but a scholar of the unknown. According to him, the wardstone in our city, the first and most important in the chain of wardstones, weakened since long ago, was teetering on the brink of corruption. It seems that the Red Morning Massacre and other demon attacks, even the ones we fended off, did not leave us unscathed. Unfortunately, the prelate did not wish to listen to the Storyteller either. We're lucky he wasn't burnt at the stake as a heretic. We had such vital information in our hands, information that could have saved the city, but no one cared to listen all the way to the catastrophic end. Not all dreams have benign origins. What if those dreams were sent by demons? In a different time and place, someone perhaps could have become the victim of false dreams sent by monsters. But here in the war with the Abyss, the goddess is keeping a close eye on her most faithful followers. I have no doubt that if a demon tried to intrude upon the dreams of any one of us, Desna's punishment would have been swift. Believing in divine providence is terribly unscientific. You should follow my example. I prefer a scientific experiment over blind faith and benevolent destiny. Or better yet, several experiments. Friend, your experiments, how to put this? They don't look very scientific. How do you find out if fire is hot? Stick your hand in, of course. Now that's science. I would gladly observe your experiments from a safe distance, but don't call upon me to participate. Tell me about the strange rituals that are going to be performed on the Wardstone. When my attempts to open Hulrun's eyes ended in failure, a few of my young adepts resolved to take matters in their own hands. They did not consult me before doing so, but I have never demanded iron discipline from my priests. Army commanders may have subordinates, but I have pupils and fellow worshippers. I can only inspire them. I cannot command them. It seems they were inspired all on their own. But land science needs to be repeatable. Okay, sticks other-handed fire. In other words, you get to preach whatever you want. You don't have to take any responsibility for your flock. You've really got it made. For pity's sake, how can I be held responsible for the actions of others? It's not actually that hard, bud. These are not children we are discussing here. They're grown adults endowed with their own free will, praise the goddess. Of course, we all help one another, but in the final reckoning, each of us decides how we will act, and each must answer for those choices. They had no ill intent. They only wished to access the Wardstone in secret and try to cleanse it. But to Hulrun, this became perform a suspect ritual after hearing even more suspect voices in their dreams. The children wanted to save their city, but the Inquisitors detained them and almost killed them. I had to intervene. I used my authority and my power as a cleric to give them a chance to flee. If they hadn't gotten away, they were destined for a cell in the Prelate's dungeon and quite likely death. I like what this dude is doing, but I don't always like his justifications for it. All right, dumbass question, but I'm gonna ask, why are you and Hulrun feuding? Oh, I'm not feuding with him. I sincerely wish only the best for the man. In an ideal world, he'd be far away from the front lines, enjoying peaceful retirement. But even if that isn't possible, I've always tried to help him fulfill the mission he has taken upon himself, and to which he has proved fatally ill-suited, protecting Canabras against the demons. Unfortunately, he's convinced that the followers of Desna are heretics and saboteurs. He refused to listen to me, and it was only the knightly orders that deterred him from including us in his witch hunt. Now there's clearly no one left to stand in his way. He's finally free to get rid of us once and for all. Is there a chance you can resolve your conflict? I don't know. Hulrun's faith is truly formidable, not only his faith in Iomedae, but in his own infallibility. In other words, he's as hard-headed as a rock troll. But even so, Desna teaches us to never lose hope. Talk to him. Try to explain they were fighting on the same side. If he attacks you, disarm him, bind his hands, but I beg you, if at all possible, please do not kill him. Why haven't you left for somewhere safer? Because people might need help, and they will come to the temple in search of a priest. I will not hide away in a hole, saving my own neck while Canabras is full of people suffering in the wake of the demon's attack. Okay, I have to go. Wait! 3 of my adepts are hiding somewhere in the ruins of the city, the ones the Inquisitors wrongly accused of treason. I beg you, find them and protect them against the demons and vigilantes like Hulrun. They will not rest until they find them. If there's anything else you can do to save Canabras, please do it. What's going on? Ilka's? Stranger, wait! You spared Ramian despite what the Mad Inquisitor told you. Oh, hang on, forgot to remove the spell. Hope Hulrun's dogs aren't lurking nearby. A pale youth materializes before you. His face looks haggard from lack of sleep. He's clearly pleased to be speaking to someone. So you're one of the dozen adepts that tried to break into the Wardstone? Yes, I'm Ilkaz, cleric of Desna, and one of the people who answered the call of the voice in dreams. Some unknown person made contact with us through our dreams, telling us about the demons' plans. We learned that the demons are planning to attack Canabras and do something terrible to our Wardstone, which already carries the taint of corruption. Prelate Hulrun refused to heed our warnings. We had to make a choice. We could either throw up our hands and pull back or take action, even though it could cost us our lives. But what heartless person could stand by in the face of such a deadly threat? What are we planning to do to the Wardstone? The young man hesitates. Our plan was to get to it and then follow our instincts. That is not much of a plan at all. There are 3 of us, a cleric, a mage, and a bard. Between us, we know a lot. We're capable of a great deal. If we'd had enough time, I'm sure we could have figured out what's wrong with the ward stone and how to heal it. But they didn't give us time. Alright, bud. I know how you feel, boy. Devising an experiment and then being unable to conduct is the greatest of tragedies. I can also tell you that writing daily petitions to the Inquisition of Iomade requesting even a small piece of the wardstone for study has no chance of succeeding. Yes, the local commanders got roped into dealing with this. Some idiot kids trying to break in the wardstone. Apparently some of ours, but who even knows these days? I know there's no evil in you. I can sense things like that. But what you did was so stupid and impulsive. Someone could have gotten hurt. I know from experience. So you lot decided that you need to do something right away, so you did something right away. Great work. How'd you even come up with such a plan? How could we not come up with that plan? Listen, Desna is the goddess of luck, but luck as many lay people would understand it, and luck as we, the followers of the music of the spheres, see it, are far from the same thing. Other people believe that luck is something good that falls into your lap just because, like a generous but unearned reward. We see luck as a fundamental law of creation, according to which even in the darkest hour of the most hopeless situation, a chance of rescue and change for the better can arise. You've got to seize the chance when it presents itself, or better yet, create your own. Followers of Desna are not people who like idleness and inaction. That's why when Canabras was in trouble, we did as our goddess had taught us. We took the matter in our own hands and tried in a moment of desperation to pluck our chance from the hands of fate itself. The idea of an entire religion revolving around being an impulsive idiot is kind of terrifying. All right, how could a zealot like Hulrun become the respected defender of Canabras? His faith is strong, incredibly strong. The people of the city have seen him fighting on the front lines time after time. I myself remember feeling dumbstruck the first time I saw that gruff old man slaying demons in a fit of righteous fury. The people living on the edge of the abyss need protecting more than anything else, and that's why they're prepared to forgive their protector almost anything, even prejudice, paranoia, and the death of innocence. Also, Hulrun hasn't been as brutal as he used to be for a long time. He has his loyal right-hand man, Leoder, known as Hawkblade. He's a witch hunter too, but a good deal more rational and even-tempered. Hulrun trusts him completely, and Leoder always conducts a thorough investigation before dragging a victim to the fire. It's our bad luck that Leoder left Canabras in pursuit of some particularly vicious hags 2 weeks before the attack. If he were here, he wouldn't have let Hulrun attack Ramian. On the other hand, if he were here, we wouldn't have escaped after trying to get the wardstone. We'd all be in a cell right now. Desna got really mad at Demon Lord for possessing her high priest and killing a bunch of her worshippers. He went into the abyss and killed them. Very nearly started divine war. Wow. Whose voice have you been hearing? Nobody knows what it is, but everyone who's heard her, I should say, is convinced that she is a good and pure soul chosen by Desna. We had a choice. We could trust her and accept we have an ally somewhere who isn't afraid of all the armies of the abyss, or we could drown in suspicions. Okay. Where are your fellow worshippers and how many of them are there? Fortunately or unfortunately, I don't know where they are. Do you need help? Desna teaches us to trust in last-ditch chances. Listen, my friends are called Aranka and Thal the Wallflower. Aranka is an amazing singer and a truly beautiful girl. She has plenty of friends and fans. She probably blended in her crowd somewhere. A songstress, a true beauty, and in addition to all that, a criminal wanted by the Inquisition? Sounds very appealing. Do I know her? I seem to recall a group of new musicians performing in my manor, including a very pretty young woman. But I had no time to ask their names, or perhaps I did ask, but didn't see the need to remember them. I think that is who we talked to, isn't it? Gain 69 experience. Fully support this behavioral model, boy. One should memorize only names of those who are worthy of remembering. Darren's eyes are filled with skepticism. I don't understand why I still remember your name, Nenio. Wallflower's a mage, but I don't think he'll risk using magic. He'll only bring the Inquisitors down on him. He'll be harder to find. You better find Aranka first. She might know where Wallflower is. Alright, I have to go. Alright, so... This is interesting. We actually did this kind of backwards. Because we could have done this before we left the market district. And then we would have known about Aranka when we got to Darren's place. But we went to Darren's place first, got him, brought him back here, and then he was able to contribute to the conversation. So that's all pretty cool, actually. All right. So just to double check this, so we need to go talk to Holrun again, and we need to find the other followers. Okay. Pretty clever for them to have a unique dialogue for this game state. It is. It's pretty neat. Oh, I should have come in here earlier. Book and treasure and altar Desna, goddess of luck, patron deity of travelers and dreamers. Okay. Well, let's go see if we can talk some sense into Holrun before we leave. He is. I think he's... Where is he? Down here in the main square. What was the main square? Oh. Dueling sword, light mace. I think we've seen that before. Right, he's overlooking a hole in the ground. This hole in the ground.
Follow me.
Follow me. What brings you to me? Alright. I talked to Ramia is not your enemy, only wants what's good for Canabras. I would consider those words an admission of treason from anyone else, but I don't wish to draw my weapon against he who has been given heaven's gift, and I won't as long as you don't do anything worse than conniving with that rabble-rouser Ramian. I won't ask you to kill the rabble-rouser, but as soon as we liberate the city from the demons, my faithful will hunt him down. Okay. Well, I guess that's as good as it gets. Good thing I showed him the light of heaven, then. I managed to calm Holrun down a little bit. He's still hell-bent on driving out of the city once the demon attack has been repelled. Suppose I should be pleased, but the idiocy, the injustice of it all makes my blood boil. I will leave Canabros, but not before we fight off the demons. No matter what happens, I thank you. Irbeth Turbate of the Eagle Watch is gathering survivors in the Defender's Heart Tavern. You'd be very useful there. Commander Turbate, I do not know her personally, but her wife Anivia is a regular worshiper at our temple. Be glad to aid them in this fight. Excellent! Alright, we got new allies. The Clerics of Desna. Alright, let's... Alright, I'm gonna head back to Darren's place since we're still in this neck of the woods. I'm not going late tonight, chat. I just want to take care of this while it's on my mind. Was that hanged cultist there before? Not sure I remember that. More reagents? Okay. Well, we can pick that up whenever. Yes, Aranka. I guess none of these people feel like putting on clothes. I'm fine with that. In front of Ilka's, he asked me to find you and protect you. Yoan claps her hands together. Ilka's is alive! Has made a brilliant new friend. It's a shame it had to happen now when the city is under siege by the demons. Those pig-headed inquisitors are pursuing us instead of doing something useful. How'd you end up here? Harren's hounds found me in Wallflower and they tried to capture us. I distracted them and I lost them in the streets before charming my way into this party. Even the Inquisitors saw where I went, they wouldn't have been allowed past the door. Halrun holds no sway among certain members of the aristocracy, so I picked a good place to lie low until the demons showed up. Now that's more like it. So I've inadvertently been harboring a traitor wanted by the Canabras Inquisition. This day wasn't such a waste after all. Do you know where the third of your group is? Wallflower? No idea. If he knows about the demon attack, he won't just hide away. He'll go out and try to help people. If he doesn't know, well, you have no chance of finding him. He's a pretty skilled mage, but I doubt he'll risk using magic. He'll probably do something the Inquisitors won't expect. Pose as someone, disguise himself. We had a great selection of masquerade costumes in the temple. I know. I'll tie my shawl around your arm. Wallflower gave it to me. I'll spot it right away and know if you're a friend. If I were you, I'd look for him in the market square. Okay. Tell me about yourself. Moronka, traveling bard and follower of Desna. May follow bards are rootless misfits who wander the world unwilling or unable to live a normal life. For me, that's only partly true. I have a wonderful family. My mother, father, grandmother, and brother. Right now, they're far away, and I'm sure they miss me. They've always supported me in my vocation. Nice. Why did you decide to break in the Wardstone and cast magic on it? You put your lives at risk. Your information could have been trapped some by the demons. But it wasn't a demon trap. You know, living next to the world moon and seeing the powerlessness of the Crusaders is very hard. We've been trying to defeat the demons for 100 years now. We have nothing to show for it. I think Queen Galfrey and the other leaders think we can defeat evil if we line up our soldiers in perfect columns and send them marching off with a stirring battle cry. We just need a few more soldiers, a little more discipline. But we've been marching for 100 years. It's always one step forward, 2 steps back. And while the soldiers are marching, people like Halloran are seizing power behind their backs. His fanaticism and cruelty were forged in the same furnace as Crusaders' righteousness. We will never defeat the demons if we keep trying to march down the same path. We need to change tack, to challenge our principles, trust our hearts and our friends, and not moldering doctrines. We need to listen to any entity that is willing to help us. My friends and I listened, and we trusted, and we tried to change something. At least we tried, even though it didn't work out. Great idea. Marching in straight lines won't work. So let's go attack the demons in a merry band of hopers and dreamers, brimming with enthusiasm and doing just whatever we feel like. When the demons see us coming, they'll die of hysterics and our victory will be complete. Naive children, that's what you are. But I admit your words stir something in my soul. I wouldn't put you in charge of a military campaign, but I'd be proud to fight alongside you. You go get somewhere safe on your own? Looks like the Inquisitors aren't busting down the door just yet, and they're not hiding under the bed, so I think I'm safe for now. I'll be fine on my own. I'll go to our temple. The Inquisitors must have searched there by now. They won't be back a second time. Okay. Alright, so let's get out of here. As she fades from existence. I suppose... Okay, we'll head back to Market Square. Since I already cleared the place, maybe it wouldn't be too hard to find him. Actually, you know, we'll do that tomorrow. I'll get us back to the Market Square. And we'll stop here for the night before I get too sucked into this. Alright. Alright, so. Actually accomplished a lot tonight, chat. We cleared out a big section of the mid-city. We got a new party member who I really like, honestly. I'm really enjoying Darren. It would be poetic if you haven't already slurped an Eon. So yeah, let me check the vote real quick. If you haven't voted yet and you've meant to, please do, by all means. Determine whether or not we will be continuing this tomorrow night. But yeah, I'll remind you of the rest of the schedule at least. Thursday is the Power Hours, going back to, or starting February 1995. I believe we'll be playing Mega Man X2. We should be, I think. Friday is the March Community Night. We're gonna be playing Steam games that I own and haven't played yet. You can see what games those are on our Discord and the Community Night channel. Powers will continue on Saturday, no stream on Sunday. And then, well, let's check the vote, shall we? All right, we are definitely continuing tomorrow. And whether or not we continue Wrath of the Righteous on Monday will be dependent on how tomorrow night's vote goes. So did I save? Yes, I saved. Okay, cool. So let's get out of here. But yeah, going good. Going good. I'm enjoying this. I'm enjoying skirting about the city and finding all this cool stuff. And I feel better. I already feel better about the combat and everything. I know I'm still not good at it. I know I'm still not making use of all or even most of my my utilities at this point, but I'm definitely feeling better about it. So maybe things will get even better tomorrow. Character with the blood spatter smiling reminds you of Disco Elysium. All right, let's go find somebody to raid. And I will nip off to bed. Let's see. Well, Dama's up. They're playing Nine Souls. I really want to play Nine Souls sometime. So I will drop you off with them, and then I will probably disappear, so I'm not spoiled on anything here. So anyway, gang, thank you so much for coming out tonight. Thank you for joining me for another scintillating evening of Wrath of the Righteous. It's coming together. It's good stuff. I'm slowly getting more and more of a feel for this, exploring more of the city, finding new allies. It's good. I like it. It's very satisfying. So, but yeah, thanks again for coming out tonight. Hopefully I will see you tomorrow night for even more Wrath of the Righteous. But until then, as always, y'all take care. Bye, everybody.